Would you say that you have a good spiritual compass? Hi, I'm NancySolari, founder of LivingFullOut. When I think about my spiritual walk, as a little girl, I went to church with my family. We used to go all the time, but when my parents divorced, I don't know, it just didn't feel the same. We had moved to a whole different state and we went to a couple different churches and I just wasn't feeling that connection. And then as I grew up, I tried to go to different church events and groups through college. And again, I feel like Goldilocks. It just wasn't the right fit. I wasn't finding the right mentor, the person to really speak to me. As I journeyed along, I found myself in Santa Monica, surrounded by 7 churches. And I went to several of them, and the people were really nice. I tried to take in as much of the learning as I could. It was interesting, though, because as I started to go through my 30s into my 40s, which happens so often, that's when the big life events happen. Heartbreaks, disappointments, achievements, times we fail, right? It's the 30s and 40s, woo-wee, if you can survive them, right? But it was during that time that I really found myself wanting that spiritual connection. Wanting to find a way to understand, reading the Bible and interpreting it to everyday life and just surrounding myself with people that were spiritually centered and just oozed confidence and love and peace most of all. And I remember one time, it was a really hectic year. I was in real estate and it was right around the time that the whole financial world was crashing. And I turned on the TV one day and there was Charles Stanley. Now, sadly, Dr. Charles Stanley has passed, but the words that he said were just as if he was talking to just me. It lit a fire in me. I wanted to figure out more. Bought a study Bible and kind of learned a little bit off that. But then again, there goes my vision, right? Because I have retinitis pigmentosa. I couldn't read the Bible anymore. It was just this longing and desire to become informed, to make that connection. And I'm proud to say today that, whether I'm in church, whether I'm listening to someone like Charles Stanley or even him on TV, whether I'm around friends who live and breathe the Bible and just make sense of it day in and day out, just all the life events we all go through, I think we all have that ability to turn our spiritual side up. I want to make sure you check out the description because there's a video there that is really going to help you to bring some focus and clarity in your own walk spiritually, what that might sound like or feel like for you. It's going to be different for everyone. I want to make sure you ring that bell and subscribe to our channel because, again, life it's a journey. It's our own journey, and no one puts on the same shoe and has the same feeling. It's funny, we can go into a retail store and try on the same sweater, yet it's going to feel different for everyone because our body shapes are different, right? Well, our spiritual side is different too, what we've weathered, what we've gone through. But I would be very honored to be right beside you every step of the way in your Living Full Out journey. So I'd love to hear and see you put a comment on this video and let us know spiritually what you've learned lately. Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you'd like to see other inspirational videos. Make sure to ring that bell. Also, connect with us on other social media sites and comment back if you'd like to share what type of videos you want us to create. Here's to you living your life full out.